So yeah, the alchemical hydrix became a thing today. So we're gonna make the amulet and hopefully have a good amount of fun with it. Hydrix here, so we can make an alchemical hydrix, and then we can make this into a wonderful essence of finality. So the alchemical hydrix on the souls takes the souls, the reaper, gotta be fully charged, and the hydrix, and makes an essence of finality. Essence of Finality kit, and then you can use that on there, and it gives it +3 stats, not +4, which I was expecting. So yeah, +3, so 59 bonus overall. A bit more than it perhaps should be. That's going to be some expensive deaths, isn't it? Expensive deaths. This, if I use a Gothic Staff on the amulet, we can do that and use the Gothic Staff, but now we can Gothic Staff whenever we want while dual wielding. So if I press my spec button here, it'll do it. Look at that. Boom. And it also scales to tier 92 damage as well, so it makes it do a bit more. Cheeky 10k. Wait, you can do them back to back now with this amulet. Oh, there used to be a cooldown between them, but now you can like do them constantly. That's really strong, actually. Quite happily hits 10k with the Gothic Staff with tier 92 damage. Obviously, I've got no Ripper Demon or anything, no Scrimshaw either. So that's pretty tasty, especially as you can spam it. Very, very nice. 202 Black Dragonhide. That is a surprisingly good tarot kit drop. So we'll take that. Definitely. Most damage I've ever done on phase 1 of Ambassador. Got him down to 658k with Mage. That's like 30k above my previous most using the G-Staff spec and the Amulet. Drop not the best. I kind of messed up the end of this kill, but the beginning was fantastic. Like my Gothic Staff's just like a constant 12k machine in Sunshine. Into this amulet. I've got a Gothic Staff in this amulet. And we should have a pretty interesting interaction here in a second. Yep, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage right there. I'm okay with that. Holy mother of 10Ks. So yeah, that's I don't know, that's like 30k, so maybe 40k damage. Not bad. Yeah, I mean that was somewhere around the realms of 40k damage. It is max hit mode, but yeah, this is an interesting feature. Style spec. However, we're gonna take it to Telos because we should be able to barricade and a Gothic Staff at the same time in Green Beam P5. Skill in a long time. It's kind of messy. Got some coins for it. But yeah, so G-Staffing in Cade is pretty tasty, to be honest. I like it. So I've lost out on a bit of extra money because I've got 2 amulets, one I'm not even really using, and yeah, 6.5 mil down the drain. Still liking it. So I'm replacing some abilities with Gothic Staff instead of like Dragon Breath or something, because it's got some tasty hits on it. Staff into G-Staff. Into G-Staff at the finish. Perfect. All the G-Staffs. So yeah, bear in mind, things like Inquisitor do increase the damage. So you get that little bit of bonus when you're against melee opponents with Inquisitor. And 4.8 with the dual wield. That's with Overload and Prayer, but no Sunshine. Okay. And also 8.2 with just regular dual wield. So yeah, very, very nice hits. So 25% of gem for that. That's outside of Sunshine. And a 11.2 with the dual wield. So very, very nice. Obviously you can put Vol on top of that for 10% more damage. So it's pretty huge. So yeah, we're going to try something a bit silly. And we're going to try a Gothic Staff only, or Gothic Staff spec only Vindictor kill. Let's see how this goes. Okay, about halfway there now. Still trying to build adrenaline. That's the hard part here. Just try to build. But it is working. So let's keep it going. Do one more spec and then we're good to go. And there it is. So 1 minute 55 for the Gothic Staff spec only Vindictor using Inquisitors. That wasn't so bad, was it? Ho ho ho! This is a combo. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a Stood Hurricane into Claws. Okay, that kind of works. I just need a bit more damage. But that nearly one-shot him. Oh my god! I got a 1 second Graardor! I got it! That only took like 2 good attempts. Oh, I messed up. Oh, close. Very close. But I messed up at the beginning, so I lost a lot of time there. Oh my god, that was so close. So close, but not quite. Alright, we go again. We want to get the 0 seconds, see if it's possible. Oh my god, it worked! Yes, 0 seconds! It actually works! Holy moly, that guy got smoked! Yeah, my Zerk went out again. Oh, good hits though. Okay, pretty good hits. I just need to get some finishing touches on it, and then we'll be fine. Ooh, I wasn't far off, but yeah, still not quite enough damage. It's possible to one-shot Krill with this technique. I might have to recruit a Granite Maul. I think that might be the only way. ×2 max. That's actually pretty good. That's 25% adrenaline for that. That's for the max hit. And yeah, probably recommend this for like general PVM. Specs like that, make sure you're wearing dual wield, because if you use 2H, for some reason one of your specs has a 4-tick delay instead of 3. No idea why. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can one-shot the entirety of phase 5 with Gothic Staff and Revenge within the duration of a barricade. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so you definitely cannot G-Staff the entirety of P5. If anybody was even remotely curious. Cannot be done. It's good damage though, but you can get some pretty decent damage with just G-Staff. So it could be useful at definitely lower in rage, like, you know, like 100 to 300 maybe. So let's do a tier list of all the weapons for each style. So Mage, pretty much unanimously Gothic Staff. Like there's not really anything better than that. It's, you know, utility and a hell of a lot of damage. So there's not really any other good choice for Mage. I would recommend as like an all-purpose amulet, like maybe you've got a switch for like a stat hammer. This is good for like all 3 styles because you can switch to a melee weapon, use your Ingenuity of Humans, guarantee your hammer spec, which has infinite charges in the amulet. So that's a very, very useful one. And as for melee, Dragon Dagger seems to possibly come out on top. It uses only 25% Dren compared to the Claws' 50. I think Claws are better for like speed kills if you want to get like a 0 second Graardor like we did. But for general use, you probably want a Dragon Dagger. And if you're going for speed, you could go for a little Jamal here. He might be able to help you out of it, but yeah, probably most people want to go for like a Dragon Dagger or something. Like maybe Claws, but probably the Dagger. And then I think for ranged, oh actually, and for melee, I should probably say like Dragon Long and Dragon Mace are possible. However, they do hit the hit cap, so it might be, you know, a bit of a downgrade if it does hit the hit cap, because the dagger and claws hit multiple hits, so you can technically go like above the hit cap if you hit like a few like 7Ks or something. You can do 20k damage instead of 15k. And then as for range, Dark Bow has seemingly been the most popular so far from what I've seen. I get 2 really big hits, and if you've got like a tier 92 weapon, scale that up to tier 92 damage. That's a lot of damage right there. Other alternatives are potentially Decimation, if you're doing like some kind of AoE thing, because this makes all of your ranged abilities turn AoE. So that could be quite useful as well. And then if you're really dice, you could put in an Eldritch. Remember, you do lose the weapon you put in as well. But Eldritch could be good. But one thing to bear in mind with this is that if you use the Eldritch spec with the amulet, you cannot swap your main hand. Like even swapping from like a main hand range weapon to another main hand range weapon, that'll break it. But you can swap your offhand. So it's a little bit weird. But I'm sure we might see some interesting strats with this, with like Eldritch spec and Chin Chompers. That could be, oh dude, that would be so much damage. Like maybe like rots or AoD minions or something. But yeah, so you can flank with the Eldritch Bow. That's a very good point. But yeah, it's probably a little bit too pricey for 99.99% of people to even consider. And the limitation with the like only like you can't swap your main hand, that is a little bit annoying, but maybe there'll be like an optimal way around that somehow. But yeah, this is what I'd recommend if you're gonna do any. So honestly, just having one amulet for a stat hammer like might be enough. Like you don't really need all this stuff. This is just like a luxury. But I would definitely recommend at least one amulet with a stat hammer. And then you could always swap out these other ones actually. You could have like a second amulet and always like swap the specs. Because like all of these are really cheap, aren't they? Like these three here, like they're less than 100k each, I think. So very, very easy to swap out and in whenever you want to switch styles. So yeah, hopefully that is quite useful indeed. Enjoy. Good luck.